Sorry I'm late, man. I got into a session today and it ran late, but I wanted to come hang out, and I don't really have anything prepared other than just hanging out. So if you got some questions or something you want to talk about, get in there, share this stuff. Now's a good time to hit share or put people's names in there that you think might be interested in me. You know. But I was actually working on some stuff and got tied up. Sometimes you gotta work. A lot of being a musician is pitching things to somebody to see if they want to buy it. It's not like a restaurant, you know, you get the food and you're like, well, so what do you think? You gonna pay for that? But that's the life of being a musician. But you learn to get focused and go after it, you know. How's the sound there? You guys hear okay? I've been using my mic here, but how's that? Good? Thanks, Ross. Appreciate that. So, you know what I was doing? with the minor blues, I just want to point out one of the chords I was using. So that was B minor 7th and E minor 7th. It's the 4. But instead of a minor 7th on the 5, I use a dominant 7th. Ooh, I'm out of tune. Hold on one second. I will fix this. At least sort of fix it. I can usually bend my way through it, but sometimes it's too much. But what you want to do is you want to learn your Aeolian minor. Like your C major, if you're in, let's do this in A minor, because if you're C major, is your A minor. Same scale. So that minor. And then you want to learn that harmonic minor as well. And that harmonic minor will go over your 5th as a dominant chord. So what I mean by that is, so if I'm playing A minor, minor pentatonic, now we're D minor 7th, still the minor scale, and then back to minor again. Now here's where the cool part comes in. When it gets to the 5, this is where the A harmonic minor comes in. Now here's something you can do. You can only use that dominant on the very last 5 transition. What I mean by that in a 12-bar blues, so we go A minor, D minor 7th, A minor, D minor 7th, A minor 7th. Now E minor 7th, minor 7th, and D minor 7th, and then we go A minor 7th. Now here's where the dominant 7th, the very last chord. So it's like you're selling that. I wonder if I can loop that. Maybe. Let me try. Let me see if I can get my looper to work. I'll just have to explain it this way. I haven't messed much with that. That's the looper and the Kemper, but it's not working for me right now. So anyway, so it's like all of it is minor except for that last chord. So it's like you go minor pentatonic, your standard blues stuff, minor blues scale. Now D minor 7th. So we can use the A minor scale. Now that right there, that last 3 notes I did, I focused on that D minor chord. And then back to the A minor 7th. Now in the E minor 7th, same thing. E minor, D minor, and then A minor. But here's where the harmonic minor comes in. Missed a note. So that's cool. Pretty nasty. One of the things I like doing with that is off the root and a harmonic minor is like, there's the E. Like that, so it's E to F to E, that's part of the, and then like the half step from E flat. It's such a nasty tone. off of this. Yeah. Yeah. Fun stuff. All right. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I got some comments. Cool. Thank you, Brian. Let's see. So you guys know I got a band here in town, Blue String Theory. So if you come to Vegas, make sure to message me so you can come and hang out. I wouldn't push it if it wasn't fun, man. It's like just a fun party band and great guys, good friends of mine. And we've been really having a lot of fun with it. And I'm getting ready to release an EP on Love Conquered Records. And that's going along well. More to come for that. So, and then, you know, I got my schools, Scott Van Zen Guitar School, .com. And if you haven't been to that, check it out. svzgs.com, and there's free training there all the time with lots of goodies, and getting ready to do another big push in that just to let people know about it. I make really good deals on that stuff though, but I mean there's like 300 videos up there of different stuff. There's a beginning course if you're not playing but you want to play. Also, I do Skype lessons. I got to do this stuff. My guys that run my school tell me, so I got to do this. I do Skype lessons, and so just message me if you want to find out about those and do live lessons. It's a good way to get into the details if you're interested in what I do. I teach how to do what I do in my courses. So if you want to learn how to play the stuff I do and what I know about, that's what I teach, and I get pretty detailed into my technique and how I got there, and I study specific players that played like I want to hear, and a lot of them are pretty famous, like Eddie Van Halen, Neil Schon, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'd say Stevie Ray and Eddie are my two main influences, but there's certain things I like, so I show you how to get into that. I also studied saxophone. I loved the of a sax, so I learned how to emulate that on the guitar. You know, that kind of stuff. That, like, so I like those like jolts of that kind of energy. It's one of the things that when Eddie Van Halen came out, he played with these great attacks in his stuff, and I loved his pull-offs. That's where I started really getting into pull-offs, you know, when he was doing like this kind of. This one doesn't have that one on it. I've been doing that live, which has been kind of fun. Some of it, not the whole thing. But, you know, the stuff at the end is kind of cool. brother built me, GMW Guitar Works, before he retired. Love this thing. I ordered this when I was out touring with Brian Howe. Before I started the tour, I said, Lee, can you have it done by the time the tour starts? And he said, when does the tour start? And I said, in 6 weeks. He said, that's a little soon. 8 weeks. For the second 2 weeks after that, I can have it ready. And I got it about a year later. But I love it. It's my one of my favorite guitars. And I love that it's single. I got Seymour Duncan pickups, which I love. It's my favorite pickups. Single, and double. JB in the back. Hot stacks up front. Very cool. Very cool. So if I do a Stevie Ray Vaughan, I can. It gets that tone, but if you give it more distortion, you can get into the, and again, for those of you who hadn't seen me before, I use a Kemper. This is just an 800, JCM 800 profile. And the way I set up my Kemper foot switch is I go 1 through 5. I just turn the gain and a little bit of the dB up, but the gain so it gets more distorted. So when I'm on number 1, it's a clean. And I go to number 2, same thing, but with a flanger. You need that. 3, a little bit more gain. So there's some gain. Number 4 is a lot of gain, so if I got to do a rhythm note. And then number 5 is a lead. For that kind of noodling around. Anyway, that's basically what's going on today. So I wanted to touch base. I actually got to get back to my session, but more to come. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. I don't see any questions here, so show us that rhythm, double time. Okay, so the rhythm. I'll give you something with the rhythm. Okay, so practice. When I practice rhythm, I'll tell you this. I'm not going to give away all my secrets, but I'll give you something I learned from somebody. So one of the main things about practicing rhythm is if you look at the fretboard, like if I can go all the way down, if I practice over here, I can go halfway to the middle of the pick. But if I practice on the fretboard, it's a very little amount that can go. Like it's like not even a quarter inch, eighth inch. So always practice there, and it will teach you the strumming. So you'll get used to that distance. Because I find that if you practice over this part of the guitar, you'll actually, with my students, I see them, they get shy and they won't go hard enough. You want to be really aggressive. Don't worry about scratching up a guitar. That's what they're for. If you're worried about it, put it in the safe and get yourself a Squire or something that you don't mind beating up. My buddy Joe just redid my red guitar. It was coming apart, and he repainted it, this one, and now it's like new. But I beat the crap out of this thing. Now it's like new. Look at that. You guys probably know this from the Ken Tamplin days. It's amazing what he did. Joe's Prunera. You guys need some guitar painted and work done, let me know. He's killing it, man. Got another one coming. I'll have you checking out real soon that you're going to love. But I was never shy about, scratching up a guitar. Anyway, so if let me get rid of this delay. So set a metronome or something and just and be percussive with it. If you want to get into the details of that, check out my Strums, STRUMZ program. I get really into details of how I do that kind of strumming. I picked it up from Stevie Ray Vaughan and other rhythm players. Jeff Beck was another great rhythm player, but he doesn't use a pick. But if you can play good rhythm, you don't even hardly need the note. You just as long as you establish the one, you can go off into la la land. So there's something about that. And anyway, I think that's about it for now. I'm going to have to jump off because I'm going to get back to it. Sorry I was late. Why do guitar players move their lips when they play? Are they counting? I'm not counting. I think it's just part of the motor skills are hooked up. The fingers are, you're doing that kind of thing. They're just, I don't know. I've always made a lot of faces. It helps the tone. It's called tone face. Learn to play. You'll make them too. The ugly. What is it? Something smells. That's the main one. Something smells. It's just. It's the same look. Anyway, all right, you guys. I'm gonna dash. Thanks again. Check out Scott Van Zen Guitar School. Again, if you want Skype lessons, get a hold of me. And more stuff coming out, and I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. All right, you have a great night. See you next time. Bye-bye.